So the shelf option in Padlet is a really great, I think, underused option if you want to curate a bunch of different students' work in one place and then have students look at each other's work and perhaps comment, whether it be in text, video, or audio. So here is the shelf option. I'm just going to quickly show how you might do that. Obviously, you'd make your Padlet wall, and you would choose your options. You would make it, you would make sure that you change your privacy so that it's not private. Make sure it's organization-wide. And right here, it's visitor permissions can read. You want to make sure you change that to can write, okay, so that they can add to this wall. And then you're going to say save. So now, if you wanted, you could then share this with your students, and they could add their links. So they might add their name here and whatever. They could also then add a description to whatever that might be. They might add something, perhaps whatever it might be. Okay, they could rename. Oh, this is the name of the column. So you definitely want them to add whoever their name is. Okay, and then down here, it's nice. You can just keep going down here. So maybe this is their project. Okay, so whatever the project might be, you might have a link for that project. You might upload that project. Or you might search Google for whatever it might be. So I'm going to just go in here and I'm just going to link. I'm going to go to my drive real quick and I am going to just find a presentation that I'll put in there. So this is the Google Slides presentation. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to add that in there, but I just need to make sure I have the appropriate link. So I could just take this, and once it loads, I could just take this, and has anyone with the link can view this. Alternatively, you could do file and publish to the web. And you could publish this and say publish, and you could say okay. They could take this link and put it on the Padlet wall. So if I were to go back here and put that link, I could add that. And now it's going to take a minute, but once that it uploads, here we go. So now that's published to the web. You could ask students to look at each other's work, and then underneath each project or book or whatever it might be, they could then put their name, and then they could choose to add a comment. They could write something right here if they wanted to, or they could add a voice recording and give some feedback that way, or they could do a film. They could use the video booth, and they could capture themselves saying something and giving some feedback. So that's another thing that they could do right there. And then after you're all done, you have this one wall that might have, a number of different students' projects all in one place. And you could ask the students to comment, etc.